Most people laugh when you mention the deep web. They picture conspiracy forums, edgy teenagers pretending to be hackers, or clickbait thumbnails promising things that don't exist. That laughter is a defense mechanism, because there are places online you are not meant to find. And once you do, you don't leave unchanged. I know this because I used to be one of the people who went looking. I started working with computers when I was 12. Not games, not really. Processes, systems, how things talk to each other when no one was watching. By my late teens, I knew how to disappear online. Not perfectly. Nobody ever does. But well enough to believe I was invisible. That belief is what nearly got me killed. Back then, access to the darker layers of the internet wasn't automated. There were no polished browsers, no one-click gateways. You had to understand what you were doing, how to tunnel through parent directories, how to bounce connections, how to mask intent, and more importantly, how to recognize when something didn't want to be found. The deep web served the same purpose then as it does now. A marketplace for things that couldn't exist in the open. I used it casually. Too casually. Drugs, imports, information people paid to forget. I told myself it was victimless. Everyone does. I was in college. Arrogant, curious, bored. That combination is lethal. The night everything changed started with a message. A contact. Someone smarter than me. Sent over a packet of encrypted paths. Directories nested inside directories. Each locked behind its own system. He called them boxes. 7 of them. He said the 7th stopped him cold. That was all it took. I prepped my system, stabilized my routing, slowed everything down enough to look natural. Then I followed his trail. The first 6 boxes fell easily. They felt procedural, almost bored, like locks designed to filter out tourists. The 7th was different. It wasn't difficult. It was hostile. Any hesitation, any attempt to observe instead of move, and it expelled me completely. Whatever built it didn't want to be studied. It wanted obedience. After nearly an hour, I slipped through and found only one thing waiting for me. A single link. No explanation. Just 5 letters. WTTM, which I didn't stop to think. I should have. The page loaded slowly, unnaturally slowly. My filters screamed as they rerouted around systems I didn't recognize. Then the audio started. Soft carnival music, barely audible, like something humming behind a wall. At the top of the page, bold white text appeared. Welcome to the monkey house. A chat window opened. Welcome. Would you like a guided tour? My stomach dropped. That wasn't a bot. I declined. Another message appeared instantly. You already know your way around then. I lied. Said I was referred by a friend. The response came back almost amused. For tonight's event. Event. That word echoed in my head. They told me I was a guest, that full features were reserved for members, that my connection had been logged, and then came the line I still hear in my sleep. We are not responsible for any psychological or physical trauma incurred during attendance. A timer appeared at the top of the screen. 10 minutes. The next page resembled a theater. Red curtains, ambient crowd noise, a stage lit but empty. A group chat filled rapidly. Returning names greeted each other like regulars at a bar. I stayed silent. Someone noticed. Anand's still here? I replied. That was my second mistake. The countdown reached 0. Static filled the screen. Then a figure appeared. Porcelain mask, painted smile, blue eyes that didn't blink, dressed like a ringmaster. He introduced himself as Hans Twilight. The chat erupted with excitement. I felt relieved until he gestured behind him. A light snapped on. A man strapped to a table. An animal mask pulled tight over his head. The sound of machinery started. I realized too late this wasn't theater. The applause wasn't canned. The votes scrolling in chat weren't jokes. I watched people choose how he died. I didn't scream. I couldn't. I just cried. I tried to leave. The browser wouldn't close. Task Manager did nothing. We were locked in. The host laughed. Let's continue. Another victim. Another setup. I snapped. I started killing scripts, quietly, carefully, carving myself an exit. That's when the private message appeared. I was wondering when you tried that. My blood ran cold. They knew. They had always known. They complimented my misdirection, told me how close they were to my real location. I didn't respond. I yanked the power cable from the wall. Silence. I destroyed everything. Hardware, storage, accounts, identities. I vanished. For months, I touched no personal machines. For years, I avoided curiosity. I never told my friend what I found. And I never went looking to see if the monkey house still exists. Because some doors don't close when you leave. And sometimes, they remember you.